the most important things that impact our life as well as the other species' life in this planet. So, what makes me think about this topic? To be honest, the last evidence, the election in United States and the conferences from the United Nations, all of this motivate me to do this topic. So if you are acquainted with the candidate from Republican, they talked a lot about global warming. Some of them, most of them, denied the consequences and the bad effects of this problem. So I really believe that people has to be acquainted with this issue. So what is the climate change? I came with the official definition of this problem from ANRDC, it's academic organizations. So they just describe global warming as a blanket that cover our Earth. So this is blanket, or this is cover layer prevent the heating and the temperature to goes out, because the Earth absorb the radiation from the sun and try to release some of them to the atmosphere. And I will give you a picture to explain what is exactly the global warming and how it works. First of all, you should know the greenhouse gases, which is just carbon dioxide, evaporate, methane, and others. So they goes in balance. No one has to exceed in his percentage comparing with others. You can see the ozone layer, which is the greenhouse gases. The ozone layer here prevent the Earth from the harm radiation, UV. But because the global warming, we have a hole in this layer, and this is raises the question: what makes this happen? People try to shift the blames. Like this is not from us. This is from natural resources. This is why you blame. It's just natural recycle for our planet. So while I was browsing in the academic websites and ebooks, I recognized some two good points for to be the debatable point in my project. The first one is most of them they blame and they argue for the greenhouse gases resources. There are a lot of volcanoes that can release carbon dioxide as much as human activities. So why you ask us to reduce the emission of carbon dioxide? And the other one, it's still debatable point. It's the saturation point of carbon dioxide. Many people believe that carbon dioxide has already reached the saturation point in the atmosphere. So no matter what we add, it doesn't make it worse. So those 2 points was really debatable points until now, except the first one. The first one, by using carbon print foot, which is a way to measure the percentage of amount carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. So by that way, they could argue that point and saying no, human activities has harmed our planet more than the natural resources, and they can start comparing the records from the industrial revolutions, which is in 1895. Start from the industrial revolutions. I read a lot of information from this topic, and I can say there is a lot of them are new for me. But I just want to share three things of them. The greenhouse gases. I wasn't acquainted with this terminology. I mean, greenhouse gases. What is greenhouse gases? So after I made this research, I have right now a good idea what is the greenhouse gases, and also the carbon footprint. What is the carbon footprint? I don't know. When I was digging down to this point, I realized it's crucial point in my research. It's overcome the other debatable point about national resources could be the responsible of increasing amount of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. And the last thing, it's interesting. The consequences in the short term as well as in the long term. So the consequences of global warming is not like right now, just right now. We can see some of them right now, but there is prediction of things that will happen according to this situation of global warming. I will come to this point. The last point is the effects of global warming. You can see the melting of the North Pole, the melting of ice in the North Pole, and we can see a lot of species suffering and dying, like lion sea. We see hundreds of them die for no reason in our shorelines. Why? Why they suffering and die? So, and there is long-term consequences. We can say some coastal cities, they will flood and they will disappear from rising of sea level because the melting of the North Pole. So this will take like the last part of my research, and this is important. I end up with one thing. All the science go around and say their concerns about the global warming and the consequences of global warming, and we can say the nation made a lot of conferences talking about this. So what's the solution? What's the solution? The industrial country doesn't obey for the constructions or the law that come from United Nations. So I think it's not impossible to come with solution, but we can't see the benefit from this solution right now. It will be in the future. This is my thought about my topic. And thank you guys for your attention. Actually, I have a lot of references, but I will go with the introduction of climate changes. I can't say it's book. It's like e-book. It's like not the large book. They include a lot of information about this topic, and I have 2 academic websites here. And thank you.